Who's good potatoes? Spindleak here, and I decided I'd do another episode of Additions today. I am going to be streaming tonight. Lucky me. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to upload content. Work's been keeping me busy. Just a lot of working late nights and early mornings. I'll say that. But yeah, no, it's been pretty crazy. I got a busted lip. That's probably from that sheet pan that fell earlier. Yeah, definitely from that sheet pan. But yeah, no, you guys have seen me playing a good bit of Overwatch. I've played in my free time too, what little I had. I've also been playing a couple other games, but this is the one that we're focusing on. As far as character selection, plenty of options, plenty of classes. Each of them has a designated job, and you can screw around with them. You know, you have dedicated healers, you have mixed healers, you have, dedicated builders, mixed builders, tanks, blah, 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 etc. You have characters made to kill, characters made to help. The game modes, there's plenty of them. They're always adding new ones, they're always taking away the bad ones, and they're changing up with the lore, which is really fun. The loot options, you got skins, you got sprays, you got voice options, you got emotes. I mean, that's probably the best thing. What else can I add to this? Oh yeah, you can view your overall score and career, which is always awesome to look at, just seeing how many people you've pwned, how many times you've gotten pwned. They also have a highlight reel, which is basically your most recent games, the best that you've done, or the single best move that you've made will be right there. At the, you can watch it. That could have been your play of the game if someone hadn't done better. Now that's what I'm actually going to touch on here, is believe it or not, I'm going to say that Blizzard should have taken a kind of a nod from Black Ops. Never thought I'd say this. But yeah, no. Adding a small theater mode similar to the one that Black Ops had that allows you to switch between players in the game and see how they did stuff, or even leave the body of the players altogether and go around the map and see what's happening, gives you a different way to view maybe how you got a kill or maybe how a team fight happened. Kind of take it from a League of Legends perspective and be able to look down at it. And it's great for console players if you add this, but PC already has its way around, so Master Race and all that. But for console players specifically, they can get the lay of the land without actually entering a map and get used to it. They can look at, how characters interacted with each other, how players use one another to achieve something. They can, if they're wanting to learn a new character, just watch someone else play it. Say, hey, this person focused mostly on healing and buffing, or this person focused on mostly killing, small things like that. It's a nice way to help new players. It's a nice way to add skill to old players. Oh, wow, I'm looking green. That's probably the lighting. Yeah, I got a new phone recently. My other one was expensive and took a shit after a month, which, not my best moment. I had to downgrade. But yeah, no, that small theater mode would help out a lot. I mean, it's an abstract way to view the game. It's a new perspective. Like I said before I touched on this note, it's educational, but it's also, if you could edit and, highlight which one you wanted to save, you can keep it as reference material. You can cut out a specific segment and view it whenever you get stuck on something. Maybe you saw someone get a ridiculous Widowmaker kill. You can see the exact point they shot through if your bullets have been getting stuck in, a thin mesh. Small details like that go a long way. But yeah, no, that's probably the only thing I could think to add to this. Everything else, airtight. I love Blizzard's work, and it's ridiculously fun. Now I'm red. I'm going to be changing a lot of colors. I wonder if I'll turn blue or purple. But yeah, no, what would you guys add to it? Remember, this is just simply brainstorming. This stuff's not going to get added to the game, of course. I don't have that kind of power, and no one's really going to show this to anyone. So, maybe it's a new character, maybe it's an OP gun, maybe it's an OP class, maybe it's an entirely new game mode. I don't know. Keep it lore-friendly, though. I will say that. Whenever there's a set lore to a game, try to keep it within that. That's probably the only limitation I put in this. I think the next game I'm gonna go ahead and reference or do an additions episode of would have to be Ultimate Despair Girls for Danganronpa. I've been playing a lot of it. I've been loving it to death, and I already have a few ideas of what I could add. I'm just narrowing down which one I want it to be. I am going to be streaming tonight, Killing Floor 2. Don't know if I said this at the beginning of the video, but feel free to stop by, and if you happen to be on my friends list, hell yeah, I'm willing to party up with someone if you want to be in the stream. Like, comment, subscribe, keep on keeping on. I will see you guys in the next video.